Hello Gunners, welcome to Arsenal FC Analysis. Today we've got the latest Arsenal transfer updates, including the newest developments on Christos Tzolis, Bruno Guimaraes, Antonio Nusa, and more exciting stories from the Emirates. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's get started. Arsenal news. Transfer wish granted with deal close as Bruno Guimaraes' reasons revealed. Arsenal have made significant ground in their pursuit of two key transfer targets. Arsenal are finally joining in on the action as the summer transfer window gathers steam. With the World Cup dominating much of the global football landscape at the moment, Arsenal fans have had very little to enjoy in terms of positive news involving their club since the window opened. Piero Hincapie's £34.5 million permanent move to the Emirates Stadium was always expected to be completed, meaning the announcement 2 weeks ago didn't exactly send N5 into raptures. The Gunners have now followed that by announcing the signing of backup goalkeeper Illan Meslier on a free transfer from Leeds United. But plenty more activity is expected between now and the end of the summer. Club co-chairman Josh Kroenke vowed at the end of last season to upgrade the squad after Arsenal were crowned Premier League champions for the first time in 22 years. Despite Andrea Berta not having yet spent anywhere near the £250 million he has reportedly been handed to splurge on new signings, the Gunners' sporting director is currently working hard behind the scenes on various deals. Now, Mirror Football takes a look at two of the latest transfer developments involving the English champions. Christos Tzolis' transfer wish granted. Arsenal are reportedly closing in on Club Brugge winger Christos Tzolis. The Greece international, 24, is not believed to be the marquee signing Arsenal have been eyeing for their left flank, instead being seen internally as a replacement for the outgoing Leandro Trossard. According to The Sun, the Gunners are close to an agreement to sign former Norwich City man in a £35 million deal. Tzolis, who is a self-declared Arsenal fan, said earlier this year, "I hope that Arsenal come for me. If Arsenal come, it would be a privilege for any player to play for them." If Tzolis does join Arsenal at this fee, it would be a record price for a Greek international, overtaking Brighton player Babis Kostoulis. He managed 22 goals and 29 assists in 52 appearances last season and was on the radar of many top scouts. He has 43 goals and 45 assists in 108 appearances since joining Bruges in 2024. Tzolis can operate on either wing and as a center forward, with the winger contracted until 2029, giving Club Brugge some protection on his fee. Bruno Guimaraes' reasons emerge. Bruno Guimaraes' reasons for wanting to join Arsenal have come to light. The Gunners have reportedly agreed personal terms with the Newcastle United captain in recent days. The midfielder has asked to leave despite the Magpies insisting he is not for sale. Arsenal are understood to be weighing up an offer nonetheless, given Guimaraes has informed them he would like to join Mikel Arteta's side. Fabrizio Romano reports that the prospect of working with Arteta is one of the key factors spurring the Brazil international to seek a move. Romano also reported that the player wants to live in London and fulfill his sporting ambitions, which include playing in the Champions League and winning more trophies, having briefly tasted both with Newcastle. Elijah Upson chooses Arsenal move over Tottenham's stay. The 18-year-old centre-back had offers on the table from Chelsea, Manchester City, Everton, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen, and Monaco after rejecting Tottenham's contract offer earlier this year. However, after visiting Arsenal's training ground on Wednesday and holding talks with his family, Upson decided to make the short move across North London to join the Premier League champions instead. Upson follows a similar path to his father, Matthew, who spent 2 of his formative years at Luton Town before joining Arsenal for £2 million as an 18-year-old in 1997. The elder Upson went on to make 57 appearances during 6 years at Highbury, later representing England at the 2010 World Cup and winning 21 caps for his country across a career that also took in spells at Birmingham City and West Ham United. Upson Jr., also a centre-back, will hope to build a similarly rounded career at Arsenal, having come through Tottenham's academy since the age of 7 and featured regularly for their under-18s last season. He is known for his pace, a trait attributed in part to his mother, former runner Ellie Darby, as well as his composure and strength on the ball. Arsenal will now look to agree a compensation fee with Tottenham, given Upson is under the age of 24, meaning the North London rivals are due a tribunal-set payment for developing him through their academy system, despite his contract having run down. The move continues Arsenal's active summer in the academy market, following their pursuit of other highly rated young prospects from clubs across Europe. Upson's decision is expected to sting at Tottenham, where he had been considered a promising defensive prospect in recent years. Scouts across the continent had been closely tracking his progress before he settled on Arsenal, underlining the level of interest generated by a player yet to make a single senior appearance. Arsenal interested in re-signing star Mikel Arteta sold for just £2.7 million. Arsenal could look to re-sign one of their former defenders, who is attracting a lot of transfer interest from Premier League rivals, according to reports. With a Premier League title to defend and a Champions League final loss to avenge, Mikel Arteta is looking to strengthen in almost every position this summer. Goalkeeper Illan Meslier has arrived from Leeds United, while midfielder Bruno Guimaraes has told Newcastle United he wants to move to the Emirates. A left-sided forward is also on the shopping list, with England World Cup star Morgan Rogers the top target after a brilliant season at Aston Villa. The centre-back was one of Arsene Wenger's final signings for the Gunners, but would make just 8 appearances for the club before Arteta arrived and loaned him out, before selling him to Stuttgart for just €3.2 million, £2.7 million, in 2022. Dinos returned to London a year later via West Ham, and impressed last season despite suffering relegation to the Championship on the final day. It is reported that multiple clubs in the Premier League and Europe are interested in the Greek international services, among those, Arsenal, who have an admiration for their former defender. A move for the 28-year-old would seem unlikely for Arsenal, given that they already have 3 right-footed centre-back options, namely William Saliba, Christian Mosquera, and Ben White. Saliba and White did have injury problems toward the run-in last season, so it could be that Arteta is just looking for extra options if fitness issues continue. It is not known how much West Ham would want for Mavropanos, who is under contract until 2028 and cost around £21 million. Much of the Irons squad is up for sale following their relegation, including Dutch winger Crescencio Somerville, who has attracted interest from Arsenal and Manchester United. They have no plans to sell star player and captain Jared Bowen, however, despite links with the likes of United, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Aston Villa. Arsenal eyeing move to sign one of the best players of his generation. Arsenal are eyeing a move to sign a new winger after their impressive World Cup performances as they aim to bolster Mikel Arteta's options this summer. The Gunners shouldn't need too many reinforcements during the summer transfer window after an impressive 2025-26 season, which saw them lift the Premier League title. Arsenal will be hoping to build a squad capable of winning the Champions League after going so close last season. Arteta's side managed to reach the final before losing on penalties to Paris Saint-Germain. There's no doubt they have a squad capable of going all the way once again, but they might need to add a little more firepower to go to the next level. Arsenal eyeing new winger. According to a report from Team Talk, Arsenal are among the sides interested in signing RB Leipzig winger Antonio Nusa in the summer transfer window. The Gunners face competition from another 4 Premier League sides, especially after an impressive World Cup so far. The Premier League is believed to be Nusa's most likely destination in the summer transfer window, with Arsenal and other sides monitoring the player closely. The North London club are looking to bring in a new left-sided attacker this summer, and Nusa, described as one of the best players of his generation, fits the bill. It is believed that Leipzig value him in the region of £51 million. The Bundesliga club are under no immediate pressure to sell due to his contract running until 2029. but a big offer could tempt them. Arsenal must prioritize left-winger signing. Arsenal need to be prioritizing a move to sign a new attacker in the summer transfer window. The Gunners may have been looking to add a left-sided forward at the beginning of the window, but it's even more important now that Leandro Trossard has agreed a deal to join Besiktas. Gabriel Martinelli is Arsenal's only natural left-sided attacker left in the senior squad, and even he has struggled to cement himself as a regular starter. This could be their priority position to strengthen in the coming weeks and months as they look to improve Arteta's squad for the new season. Arsenal news. Arsenal interested in signing another Greek star alongside Christos Tzolis. Arsenal are interested in a reunion with West Ham United centre-back Konstantinos Mavropanos, according to Sky Sports. The Gunners have been fancied to sign a new central defender, and they were recently linked with a move for Aston Villa's Ezri Konsa. It is now reported that Arsenal have looked into re-signing Mavropanos, who is expected to leave the Hammers after their Premier League relegation. However, a deal could be difficult to secure, given the club have plenty of right-footed centre-halves. Arsenal may struggle to convince Mavropanos. The Gunners have yet to make a major outfield signing this summer, but they are on the cusp of landing Greek winger Christos Tzolis from Club Brugge. Arsenal have now been linked with his compatriot Mavropanos. The 28-year-old made just 7 appearances for the Gunners between 2018 and 2022. He spent a couple of seasons on loan at Stuttgart before joining them permanently. Mavropanos returned to England with West Ham, where he has fared relatively well. Mavropanos had a good 2025-26 campaign with the Hammers, despite their relegation. He won an impressive 65% of his duels, with 3 recoveries per game. He also chipped in with 3 goals. One of those was the equalizer against Manchester City, 1-1, in March, which was a memorable moment for the Gunners faithful. Mavropanos was brilliant defensively in that game too, with 10 clearances and 4 blocked shots. The 28-year-old would be a fine backup option in the Gunners' central defense, but he may want regular first-team football during the prime of his playing career. Arsenal currently have William Saliba, Christian Mosquera, Jurrien Timber, and Ben White, who can operate at right center-back, a position where Mavropanos excels. White has been touted to leave this summer, but the Gunners are more likely to pursue a versatile defender who can also play at right back, such as Vias Konsa. Hence, we don't see Arsenal signing Mavropanos, who joined the Hammers for £19 million. Thanks for watching today's Arsenal update. Which transfer do you think would strengthen Arsenal the most? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to Arsenal FC Analysis, share this video with fellow Gunners, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest Arsenal news. Until next time, come on, you Gunners!